John McCammon's parents are buried in Otterbein Cemetery, which is located in Westerville, Ohio, associated with Otterbein College. This is John McCammon's parents, John McCammon and Amanda Van Brimmer. John McCammon worked with John Purdue and was also the person who saved his materials. John McCammon was John Purdue's nephew. They're buried right beside his daughter, Ada McCammon Crippen, and her daughter, Ruth Crippen. Amanda Van Brimmer's grandfather is buried in Oak Grove Cemetery in Delaware, Ohio. This is a huge cemetery that goes miles and miles and miles up the hills and through valleys. Right in the center of this huge graveyard is a portion called the Old Graveyard. And here are the oldest graves in the area, surrounded by big new graves. Right in the center of the old graveyard is the grave of Abraham Van Brimmer, who was Amanda Van Brimmer's grandfather. He died in 1821. And surrounding him are other Van Brimmer graves. Amanda Van Brimmer's mother is buried in Marlboro Primitive Baptist Church, which is on Hogback Road, north of Delaware, Ohio. Amanda Van Brimmer's brother, John, is buried just behind the church in the same grave stone is her mother, Elmira Birch Van Brimmer Smith. She is buried beside her second husband, Nehemiah Smith. Amanda Van Brimmer's grandmother is buried in the Baptist Cemetery north of Westfield, Ohio. Amanda Van Brimmer's grandmother is Hannah Chase Birch Llewellyn Smith. Who lived to be 90 years old. She's buried beside the family of her son from her first marriage. And these are very difficult to read. This is Elvira Birch. See it better on this one, except with the B's missing. And also, probably another grandchild. Hannah Chase Birch Llewellyn Smith. And her family. Hannah Chase Birch Llewellyn Smith's son, by her second marriage, is buried in the Westfield Cemetery, north of Westfield, Ohio. This is the grave of her son, Dr. Ephraim Llewellyn, who was a pioneer physician in Miles County and Marion County. James McCammon comes from an old family which goes back a long ways. One branch of his family is the Hurlburts, and Lee Hurlburt's father, Jacob, was buried by Allen Creek, in a private cemetery. According to the history of Clark County, Illinois, he arrived in Ohio in 1803. According to the history of Delaware County, he settled by Alum Creek at the place of his present farm before 1812. He's of the family who built the bicentennial barn, and his descendants are still living on the farm. The Bale and Gustin family also go back a long way. They're descended from Heinrich Bale, who arrived in the 1700s. The Gustin family goes back practically to the end of time. Ruth Mowbray is descended from the same ancestors as the Vanderbilt family. The book, The Gustin Compendium, tells about a lot of the Gustin ancestors. Many of them are from original colonial families. Sarah Havens, who married James Bale, was from Daniel Havens and Mary Gustin. The McCammon family also can be traced back almost to the beginning of time. Samuel McCammon, founder of Shirleysburg, Pennsylvania, traced in a huge book by Glenn McCammon. England from